sections of our hair in both sides, and then just securing that with a rubber band at the bottom. And then you're just going to want to widen out your braids to make them really thick and like voluptuous, because you don't want them blending in with the rest of your hair when we crisscross them in the back. And then you can secure this with bobby pins or whatever you would like. I chose to use a bow because I thought it was super cute and girly. And then that's the end of this hairstyle. It was super simple and easy. For hairstyle number 2, we're just going to take the top section of our hair and twist that into a top knot and secure it with a rubber band, and then just kind of pull at it and make it look a little bit more disheveled and messy. And I think that this is so cute if you still want to have your hair down but out of your face. I think that this is really easy and simple. For hairstyle number 3, we're just going to start off by braiding both sides of our hair into pigtails and then leaving out like little wispies to frame the front of our face, because I think that that is super cute. And then once you braid both sides of your hair, you're going to grab one side of the braid and cross it over your entire head to your other ear, and then secure that with some bobby pins. And then take the other side and make sure you cover up the rubber band from the other braid, and then tuck the other side of the braid underneath the other side, which is really confusing, but you get the point. You just want to conceal the rubber band in bobby pins. And I think that this is super cute and not something that I see very often people wearing, but it's super cool, and I think that it's really unique and it's perfect for selfies. Hairstyle number 4 is just taking those braids and making them looser and bigger, and then kind of loosening up the top part of my hair to make it really big and voluptuous so it's not tight against my head, and it's just really easy and simple. For hairstyle number 5, you're just going to want to gather up the top section of your hair and put it into a ponytail, and then just kind of tighten that up and loosen top pieces that are really tight against your head to kind of give you a little bit more volume. And I think that this hairstyle is really simple and looks really cute. For hairstyle number 6, you're going to want to do a deeper part and then bring all your hair over to one side, and then take the top section of your bang section of hair and begin a French twist, which is really easy if you don't know how to French braid your hair. This is a much simpler way to get the same type of look. You're still incorporating hair as you go, but you don't have 3 pieces, you're just twisting 2 pieces. And then once you get past your ear, you're going to want to just do a side braid with your rest of your hair. And then you're going to just want to kind of pull at the hair and make it really voluptuous and make sure it looks really easy and just kind of messy. You don't want it to look perfect, and I think that this is really simple, and I do this hairstyle all the time. For hairstyle number 7, you're going to want to just gather all your hair up into a high ponytail, and you're just going to want to make sure this is really secure, so tighten it up really tight, and then split your ponytail into 2 sections. And one section you're going to braid it, and one section you're just going to do a fishtail braid, which is really simple. I did mine super messy. It doesn't have to be perfect because you're not going to be seeing all the fishtail braid. So then just make those wider and thicker and more voluptuous, and then twist them around the base of where you made your ponytail, and then secure that with some bobby pins. And I think that this is such a cute way to make a bun because it looks so much more dynamic than just twisting it up into a top knot. And I love the different braids and how they intertwine together to make a really cool looking bun. Number 8, you're going to want to just do any type of hair part you want. I did a side part, and then I took the front section of my bangs and did 2 braids, and you can do them as big or as small as you want. And then I widened them out to make them really voluptuous so they'll stand out against my hair. And then I took those braids and just pinned them with some bobby pins behind my ear. And I think that this turned out really cute and is really simple if you just need to get the front halves of your hair out of your face. hair to one side, and then do kind of like a side poof thing with your hair. And then you're also going to want to braid the rest of your hair into 3 separate braids. And then you're going to want to just braid one on the side, one in the middle, and then one on the inside. And then you're going to want to take those braids and really widen them out and make them super thick and voluptuous, because you want them to really stand out and have as much width as possible to them. And then you're going to want to take those 3 braids and do a normal 3-strand braid, and then remove the extra rubber bands and then just tie them all together as one gigantic braid. And I think that this is so cool. It totally does a fun twist on a normal side braid, but it looks really intricate and really unique. For hairstyle number 10, we're going to just twist our hair into a side bun, which is really simple. It's like a top knot but on the side of your head. Secure that with a rubber band and then just kind of pull at it until you get your desired shape, and then just pin it down with a bobby pin. You can leave it super messy like this, or you can clean it up and just twist all those pieces up into your bun. And then I also added a really cute metallic bow from Forever 21, and I think that this is so cute and really